Klabauta Warcraft 3 with the resub. Thank you very much. Yesterday, Happy and 40 who won. Not sure if I should spoil it. Not everyone may have seen the games and want to see them still. They played 2 games yesterday, in fact, Happy and 40. Were very interesting, very well played, very high level, as always, of course. If you want to see the result, you can check out warcraft3.info. Or you can just read the chat. Early Merc Camp creep here for the Archmage. Happy doing the same. It's a lot about mercenaries on this map, and it's also a lot about level 3. Happy taking quite a bit longer to creep this camp, though. He's hoping for the claws +8. Ring of Regen. Oh, that's also very good, actually. Ring of Regen, you love to see. The parry up will help him a little bit. It's going to help him to survive one more Nova, but it's not more healing. The Ring of Regen is definitely worth more over time. Quite a few mercenaries being picked up here. Claws and Ring. Great start for the Lich. Archmage level 3 already with the Ring becomes even more durable. For healing, of course, he has the Shadow Priest. But Lich, I think, especially on mercenary maps, very good. Because, well, mercenaries are very good in the early game, and both sides want to have them. And the Lich with level 2 Nova is better than basically everything else for the Undead for finding those kills early. Level 2 Nova on a Berserker, especially, can lead to crucial kills in the early game, also against Shadow Priest. A bit surprising to see Yumiko creep this camp here. Most humans would try to cancel the Undead expansion, but Yumiko is so far playing a pretty passive game, especially in the hands of Fortitude. We have seen the mastery of Expo cancel play. But Yumiko is being very cautious here. Footy count is also low. I think this is also partly because he went for the altar power build. That means the Rax is later and the footmen are fewer. And he's just creeping up a storm. Happy's chilling at home. He is expecting an attack to come. And Happy is kind of wasting time right now. He's sending out footies. He's scouting around. Scouting in every corner. He has been so conditioned by Fortitude, expecting with certainty a cancel attempt to the Haunted. But it's not coming. Yumiko is playing a very different style and got lots of experience for it. Close to level 4 already. Got 2 items from the middle camps. And Happy is quite a bit behind in experience now. Got the Arcane Tower up. Expo is mining. Tech has started. Happy behind an Expo timing, behind in tech timing, behind in experience. This is a good start for Yumiko. But I think most importantly to Happy, his expansion still finishes. It did not get cancelled, so his econ is going to be looking in decent shape. Oh, Happy doesn't have Rod of Necromancy anymore. Cannot summon Skellies here for a long time. And look at that. Level 4 Archmage. That is so early. 6 minutes in the game. Absolutely wonderful timing here. Ooh, nice Nova. Hitting the footies and the Watch Elementals. 2 Watch Elementals could be taken out here. Happy? There we go. But good timing also on the Militia, helping with the defense. It can be a bit tricky to pull Militia on Echo Isles. There's no Shredder on this map, so you might suffer from low lumber. More peasants being made. Yumiko, it looks like he's playing pretty afraid here. He's level 4 Archmage, he's got a bunch of mercenaries. I feel like he could play with much more confidence. Also a bunch of footmen here. Now we got the shop coming up. It seems to me like Yumiko might be respecting Happy a little bit too much here. which is, of course, understandable. It is the Hapster, who seems to be again in great shape over the last week. So, tech-wise, we have Yumiko ahead by roughly a minute. That's a good lead. And normally the Lich wants to keep on brawling, keep on fighting, use the Novas, kill the footies, keep leveling, get level 4 fast, get that mana battery going, get more kills, and get level 5. And level 5 is where the Lich gets crazy. The level 3 Nova, insanely strong, against everything that's not magic immune or mechanical. But Yumiko so far minimizing his losses very, very well. Still no Rotocromancy on the Lich, by the way. Normally Happy always goes for the Telestaff. We have not seen a single Telestaff on either side, which is kind of unheard of in this matchup these days. This matchup was way more passive than we're used to seeing it, especially between Happy and 40 normally. Got a shop here now. Lich can finally go for some rods again. No. Narrow tower in the main base, but tier 2 is about to finish. Early attack upgrade on the Fiends, I like that a lot. If you get these upgrades rolling early, if you have 2 attack upgrades or maybe even 3, the Fiends will do a ton of damage. Beast Master second. Whoa! Heavy tier 2 pressure play. That will be extremely weak in the late game. Trying to go for the surround here with the one slow he had, and I think he's gonna land it. I think he's gonna... Oh no! Happy fights his way out with the Nova, finds the entrance, or rather, the exit. It's a lot of summons here. Shadow Priest trying to keep up with the Diesel. Happy will certainly need some Wand of Negation. We'll see if he remembers the new item in the shop. Nova, double kill, the footies here are quickly dying. Yeah, you need to do critical damage with the Beastmaster. This means... no MK late game, no Stormbolt, no Clap. And Destroyers will be insanely good if you can keep him alive. But that's the thing. Normally with Gyros, human can eliminate the presence of Destroyers pretty well. Better than anyone else, I guess. Yumi with lots of gold, but low lumber. We mentioned this before. On Echo Isles, the lumber situation can be rough. Beastmaster. That's a very, very rare hero to see in this matchup. And to be honest, I am not sold on the pick. And again, there's someone at the door. Goddamn, every day. 1 second.
A player's forces are under attack. Player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
Ah, sorry boys. I had to get the door. What did we miss? Looks like Happy got the claws +8. Ledge level 4.5 already. DK almost level 2. We have Knights, Pally, and Casters. Interesting. So Knight, Gyro, Caster.
A player's forces are under attack.
Happy here in a bad position. He could get completely cornered by the Knights and the Militia. TPing out here definitely seems like the wise choice. Third hero, Crypt Lord. We saw that also yesterday by Happy, experimenting a bit more with the Crypt Lord instead of Dark Ranger. I like that choice a lot, because Dark Ranger, honestly, the best thing on the Dark Ranger is the Black Arrow. But normally, you can't really kill knights quickly, one after the next, to get skellies. So that leaves her with Silence, and Silence is okay against Pally, MK, but it's not really that good, I think. Also because if you can't save with Holad, you can still save with the Staff. Crypt Lord, Impale can be very good against Knights. Of course, once he runs out of mana, then Impale, not a thing anymore. But the thing about the Crypt Lord is, he's the best tank hero that Undead can possibly have. So he provides good frontline once he's level 2 and onward. Alright, Yumiko going for a big push. Classic Yumi push across the map with Militia, I would think. No, actually no Militia. Coil Nova Impale could be very dangerous against these casters. There's the Impale to start things off. Happy was practicing the Impale lately with the Crypt Lord first. Now it's a Crypt Lord third. That seems to be an easy fight for Happy. Yeah, you need to have mass gyros. Obviously, Happy will want to go Destroyers. In fact, against Beastmaster and Sorks, he has to go Destroyers. So there need to be way more gyros. Like, Yumi needs at least 10 gyros. This Beastmaster caster experiment, I gotta say, so far not looking that convincing. Happy attacking the expansion here with Nova, Impale, breaking the towers. The Arcane's already gone, and there's never enough gyros. Never enough. Absolute slaughter on the peasants. Lich level 5 here with a level 3 Nova, of course. Crazy damage as well. Happy does have a TP if he feels the need to have to evacuate, but so far there is not really a clear need. Again, the gyro count. The gyro count here is the big problem. He never has enough. Double Sanctum. Double Sanctum, single workshop. Single workshop. This seems weird, I gotta say. I don't think this is the strat that works against Happy, or even that works against Undead. I think if you have a very strong, and I mean like 70 supply, very strong, Knight Gyro army, healthy mix, 12 gyros, a whole bunch of knights, couple of upgrades. If you then mix in casters, I think then it can be good. But first you need to have that strong army, you know? And of course having no Stormbolt to work with makes microing for Happy way, way easier. Crypt Lord now getting some much appreciated solo experience. He's level 3. Level 2 Impale now getting stronger. 5-3-3 heroes here on Happy. It looks like this is not something he's going to pass up anymore. Ooh, he gives the mantle on the Crypt Lord. I like that. Every bit of mana is very valuable on the Crypt Lord. Are casters better than mortar teams? I mean, mortar teams here wouldn't do anything either. Against Fiend Destroyer, the best thing is Knight Gyro. You only need mortar teams if the Undead is going casters like Banshees or Necros. Yesterday, by the way, Happy was also playing some Necromancers. Happy was actually playing a lot of different styles against 40, which was very interesting. Inner Fire Gyros. On paper, that can be very strong, but of course it can also be dispelled. Happy's 3 levels ahead, by the way. Oy, and look at those peasants getting abused all the time. And against not enough gyros, man. Or is it enough? It doesn't look like it's enough. We have 4 destroyers in the air. They can suck lots of mana against these casters. And a potion on the DK, trying to keep the destroyers alive. This fight all of a sudden isn't looking that bad for Yumi, to be honest. Maybe there is a way still. We get inner fire everywhere, slow on the undead forces, but of course also tons and tons of things for the destroyers to dispel. That's more mana, more damage, more healing as well. Happy kiting backwards, playing around the destroyer, dispel, cooldown. 8 seconds is the cooldown on Devour Magic. And you can see whenever they devour, they get more mana and more HP. Supply-wise, we have Happy here very, very, very clearly in the lead. Crypt Lord might be going down, but Happy got way more kills in exchange. Crypt Lord did fall, but Pally's still only level 2. And this Beastmaster, as long as there's destroyers, doesn't really do much. Interesting idea by Yumiko. Playing a different style here with Beastmaster, casters, and if he indeed takes out all the destroyers, maybe that can work, but you need more gyros. You can't go into those fights with only 8 gyros. You need at least 10, 12, maybe even like 15. And if you have 15 gyros, you can run over almost any destroyer army. Also perhaps a little too passive in the mid-game. Happy was sitting back, not creeping, waiting for an attack, essentially wasting his time for a long while in the early game, waiting for the Expo cancel attempt to come. But come it did not. And then AM had a nice little lead. I think players like Fortitude, especially, who's of course the standout player right now for the humans, would have taken more initiative there. Yumi, I think a little too afraid. A little too respectful, maybe. So Happy takes map 1 as expected. We're getting ready for map number 2. And that shall be Hammerfall. Am I in the right position here? Ah, right. They always take some breaks between the games. I almost forgot. Add back to Warcraft. There will be a 40 versus Happy show match. Not sure when, but after Happy's games. Ooh! Thank you, Stoka, for informing me. So I guess that would be the next Don't Force Me Cup then. Okay, if it's the next Don't Force Me Cup later, then we're gonna have to talk about the results from yesterday. We're gonna do that later. We had the Don't Force Me Cup 160 yesterday. Careful, spoilers are coming now. If you don't want to get spoiled, then mute the stream. But, you know, it's a live esports broadcast. I'm afraid you got to get spoiled. But yeah, this was the results of yesterday. In case you didn't see, I was watching the VODs. Neo was casting this. It was a sick day full of sick Warcraft. So it was a 3-player round robin. The Don't Force Me Cup 160, organized by Fortitude and his sponsors. And this is just, dude, this is the gold standard, the sickest level of play. Happy, Lin, 40. This is the golden triumvirate of Warcraft 3 right now. They are the best by far. There's not even a question in my mind. And yeah, they played a little tournament yesterday. They played a 3-player round robin, like I said. Happy defeated 40. Happy defeated Lin, and 40 defeated Lin. Close games, 2-1, going back and forth. And Happy and 40, of course, then making the grand final. And Happy got the win against Fortitude, getting revenge for a couple of losses he experienced lately. And today the rivalry continues. I love this about 40, by the way. I love that he has this thirst for improvement. And maybe it's a thirst for knowledge, or maybe it's just pure ambition, but the desire to keep going, to keep learning, to keep improving. Because, of course, this all started last year, at the turn of last year and this year, where 40 kept on playing against Happy. I guess it even started in the second half of last year. And like every other human back then, he was just losing all the time to Happy. But over time, he figured out the code. He got so good against Undead that nowadays, no other Undead can beat 40. Really. And Happy also has difficulties. Quite often. But yeah, yesterday, in the most recent installment, Happy again showed who's boss. And later on today, apparently, we're going to have the next. I want to see Leon. Yeah, we're going to see Leon after this game. Leon versus Cini. Alright, now we got the score. Happy with a 1-0. I would love to see Happy again try to experiment with Dreadlord. Play him on the right map, where he's guaranteed not to lose too early. But normally Happy picks a favorite hero and then he plays him most of the time. It used to be the Crippler before, and now it is again the Lich. The biggest advantage of the Lich over the Cryptlord and over all other undead heroes is twofold. First of all, he has way more mana regen than everyone else, thanks to Dark Ritual. And secondly, he can pressure the Archmage much better than everyone else. If the AM faces Cryptlord, or Dreadlord, or DK, as long as he doesn't get surrounded, he has nothing to fear. But against the Lich, with Frost Nova, with ranged right clicks, the AM always has to be much more careful. This normally means that in the Lich game, the AM has way less damage output than against other heroes. Because he keeps getting forced away very often.
A player's forces are under attack.
We'll see what the creep route here is going to be. There's two options for the human to expand. This expansion here or this expansion there. I don't even know what you would call natural. They're both the same distance from the main. Oh, dude, even the deny timings are perfect by Happy here. Undeads also have the option to go for this expansion. 1-0 sometimes takes this expo here. I don't think I've ever seen Happy go for that as a first expansion. Alright, quick level 2 for the Lich. Lots of healing here available for him with the Replenish. Sometimes Happy goes for the instant aggression on level 2, but he's not doing that now. Looks like he's focused much more on his own level 3. Creeping this camp is going to get him very close. Yumiko didn't creep this camp, which is very unusual. How is he going to get level 3? Level 3 is a crucial power spike for both heroes. That's why normally you want to get it as fast as you can. Ice Calling Militia again. Okay. This costs quite a bit of lumber time for Yumi. While Happy is getting the level 3. Got new Rod. I like that. With the Lich, you always want to have Rod on Chromatzi. Always want to be spamming the Dark Ritual and the Skellies. Circlet Bot. No boots, no staff for Happy. Gets the level 3. Both again playing pretty passive. This is way more passive than normally we see in the game between Happy and 40. There we see a lot of attacks against the expansion, against the economy. Happy thinking about whether he wants boots or staff. Ideally, he would like both. And Yumiko not trying to go for the expo cancel. Maybe he's had bad experiences trying to cancel the expansion and failing. But we've seen from other humans that this can be very successful. That's the strength of early level 2 water elementals. But Yumiko not making that his priority. Alright. Lich with full mana. That is very scary for the footman. And you can see how afraid Yumi is playing all the time. Would love to see a shop already, by the way. It's very early tech for Yumi. Very early. But no shop. No healing for a long time. Needs to set up that shop as soon as possible here. He's making more footies. Where is the shop, Yumi? You're gonna need it soon, I promise. And there's the first Nova. Hitting the footies pretty hard right away, and there's more where that came from. Shop coming up now at the expansion, but takes 1 minute if it's not power built. Ooh, and there's 0 towers in the main base, by the way. Oh, that could be a slaughter right here. But Happy not gonna go in. The Archmage is, of course, hot on his heels. And it is amazingly 0 kills so far. No Acolyte Peasant. Or if... yeah, not even a footy has gone down. Or a ghoul. This is unheard of, man. What is going on? No kills. There we go. Finally, we got 1 footy going down. Denies here can also be quite valuable to prevent the progress towards level 3. Level 4, I mean. But tier 2 is done very early. Wow, look at the tier 3 timing. Look at the tier 3 timing, dude. Before 7 minutes. That's pretty crazy. Okay, how much can Yumi get out of the tier 3? And is it going to be a tavern hero again? Maybe. Doesn't have a shredder yet, so lumber is not looking that amazing. It's Mountain King this time, though. No Beastmaster. Surprise now. Footies all stacked up for a Nova. Normally you want to split the footies apart to not have that insane Nova that literally hit like 7 footmen. And that's how the Lich can dominate the early tier 2 stage in the center of the map.
A player's forces are under attack.
Wait, here, the Dust of Appearance. Did you just buy that on accident? The dust? Yumiko now, finally with the Shredder. Has to make sure he also gets him home. Losing the Shredder would be very, very, very painful. Don't want to do that. And there's no ensnare. There's no surround. Alright, the Shredder is fine. Lich is indeed very hurt, but DK about to show up and help him out. The tech timing really is crazy on Yumiko. What's he gonna do with his tier 3 then? We're expecting a Pally 3rd and Knights, but not even a workshop yet. Bunch of potions being bought here by the MK as well. That costs a little bit of gold. AM had a cloak. Ah, I see. Happy with the double slaughterhouse. Happy was also playing quite a bit of mass ghouls yesterday. Seems like that so far today is not his intention. No fight here. Not a good fight for Happy to take. Oh, even saving the ghoul. Alright, so now we see what it's gonna be. Double workshop, double barracks, and an early Griffin Aviary. I'm a big fan of early Griffin Aviary. Especially good versus A-bombs. Maybe it's a bit too early, now that I think about it. Maybe you should go up to like 70 supply, Night Gyro first, and then Griffins, but it's not that many resources at the end of the day. DK versus MK. The Knight against the King. MK taking a lot of damage. Did he use the heal pot already? Seems like he did. But we got the Pally. Now the early Pally is paying off really well. Holy Light, amazing ability. 65 mana only. 5-second cooldown only. And now I can begin creeping with him as well if he wishes. Oh, Claw's left behind. What's the third hero going to be for Happy then? It could be a Crypt Lord again. Could be a Dark Ranger. And it has lots of possibilities. Even Pit Lord is a possibility. Even Dreadlord is a possibility. Literally everything that's undead is a possibility. Happy has not yet decided. DK definitely needs some experience here. Needs at least level 2 to get the aura. Mana pretty low on Yumi here, and we don't have that many creeps left. Happy right now in the top right corner. There's still some decent creep density. Yumiko going for the base attack. 2 towers making that a little bit difficult, but he's got strong heroes. You can fight through it. Happy will have to TP on home. DK ultra tanky, by the way. Double ring plus 5. Holy. Picking this time the Dark Ranger. Good attack though, and good TP by Yumi. With this move, he can take the red camp now. Get the level 2 Pally. Orb of Fire finally picked up. I feel like way too many humans don't get this orb enough against Undead. So good against Coil. Oh, Claws plus 8. Lich gonna appreciate those. And level 3 DK. Happy close to the human main base. This is where the Ghoul Frenzy attack could do quite a good amount of damage towards the vulnerable peasants. Might even be able to take out a Shredder. Yumi has to react quickly with a TP here. Happy. Is he going to take this fight here? Against Militia it can be very dangerous, but of course the Nova can also be very strong against them. DK getting mana burned, no coil left. The Dark Ranger seems to be dead guaranteed. Indeed she is. Level 1 only though, not that painful of a loss. Happy delaying his exit, wants to take out as many peasants as he can. Gyro's now arriving, sees the need to have to leave. And oh, good escape by Happy here. Once again, lots of hurt units. And again the attempt of Sorks, by the way. So this time it's... Where even is the Sanctum? Ah, there it is, yeah. Double Workshop, 1 Sanctum. I think that's much better than Double Sanctum, 1 Workshop. But there was a lot of peasants going down, indeed. At least the lumber peasants don't have to be replaced, because we got the Shredder. Happy getting ready for the next base attack. This time it's going to be the expansion. Pally getting closer to 3. Favoring it over the Mountain King, apparently. And in we go. Towers help to defend, but that doesn't mean that the peasants are safe. Don't seem to be safe at all. Couple go down right away. 1 ghoul, 2 ghouls, I think, in exchange. Or was it just one? And this keeps Yumi's economy low. Never has a big bank, never has that huge army. Keeps having to remake peasants, rebuy TPs, slows him down in his army recruitment.
Players' forces are under attack.
And Happy now has bought the time for the Banshee transition. No master training yet, though. It does feel like Happy is in full control again here. Yumiko seems to be responding most of the time. Not really going for the plays himself. But he does have 4/3/3 hero levels. That is indeed very good. That is indeed much better than Happy's levels. So this is where Yumi
A player's forces
has reasons for hope. Perhaps even reasons for confidence. Happy could go up to 80 supply now. The gap is visible. Sorceress Master Training. Invis. What is going on here? What? What is this? Little harass mission? Okay. Alrighty, interesting. Yumiko's army size does not yet seem to be sufficient. What is going on here, man? I do not understand. The cool thing is he can perfectly scout the undead army. He knows what he's gonna need. And he does reveal himself out of invis with the MK clap. Trying to kill some banshees here. Unsuccessful, however. Well then, okay. We do have master training now. It looked kind of cute by Yumi. I guess it was designed to buy some time. Oh, Pally's completely out of mana. That ain't good. That's why I normally want to have the shop here, between the two bases. One of the reasons. Needs frag shots to finish. We have 2 more teams only, though. Bro, what is going on with this invis, man? What? What? This is not direct strike, bro. I'm so confused about this invis play. Okay, here we go. Gyro count. Again, pretty low though, right? Like, this is 7 gyros. That is not enough to win the air fight. 0 upgrades. That's never enough. 1 knight stolen, 2 knights stolen, 3 knights stolen. Polymorph. 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 Against the undead army. But destroyers can't dispel, as it turns out. We have Cyclone as well. And I think the human army is dead. Yumiko trying to be a little too cute here for his own good, I think. Yeah. Okay. Turns out, Polymorph was not the way to victory.